been out there working on them between race 1 and race 2 myself, if I was racing.
Fly Racing, the Monster Energy 15-second board up for the final time this evening. SX2, final race. Inside gates 1 and 2, Clout with a good gate, and so too Jules Pietra, and both our guys who are vying for the top couple of positions. They're in around about 7th or 8th through the first corner. Clout rebounds well though, and re-emerges in 5th place. Bourdon 3 or 4 positions further back.
It was a great start by Cannon. He literally shot out of there like a cannon. Yeah, I'll be here all weekend.
Good job. Jake Cannon leads then as they hit the line. Calvin Fonvier second. Clout already up to 3rd. Kalena Humphrey on the start is in 4th. Julian Lebeau, Jules Pietra, Saad Suleimani, Anthony Bourdon buried in 8th place. It's a good job he's got a 9-minute race here this time around, because that 5-minute wouldn't have been good enough to even get a sniff towards the front.
Yeah, and if you know, certainly Clout doesn't know where Bourdon is at the moment, but if he can get to the front and build any sort of gap right now, that may be too much to close down.
So Jake Cannon,
impressive ride by Cannon so far to start, though. You know, he's kind of gotten better and better a little bit. Oh, Clout moves into 2nd by Fonvier, and so now this is the teammate in front of him, which, I mean, Clout's been faster than him all weekend, so this probably won't take too long, maybe in the whoops here.
Steve, you know that's Charlie Cannon's brother?
I did not know that.
Yes.
Okay.
Australian.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty talented family, to say the least.
Yeah, and
similar to Lux Turner, Lachlan Turner.
And there you go. There was the pass around the outside. He made it happen as we just cut away. And Fonvier looking for a way up the inside. Cannon unseated as he entered the sand there, so hanging on to that 2nd position at the moment. Wonder if he can try and follow his teammate through a lap here, just to sort of see on line choice and things like that, just to try and, you know, break free from Calvin Fonvier, because Clout definitely has more pace.
Well, Bourdon just got another spot in the sand, so Bourdon is moving up here. He got into 5th right now, so this starts right ahead of him before he starts seeing Clout.
Humphrey's pretty impressive here, sitting in 4th. I mean, we haven't really seen him have a lot of breakthrough rides racing.
Yeah.
Super talented kid, does a lot of different disciplines of riding, but this has been pretty impressive from him.
Yeah, and here he is just under pressure from Bourdon through the whoops. Bourdon looking to make a move, and he makes it stick, moves into 4th place. Now he has daylight, and Calvin Fonvier just ahead of him on the number 11 KTM. Of course, he's the championship leader. Or is Fonvier gone through? Yeah, Fonvier has found his way past Cannon, it looks like. Or has he? Yes, he has, into 2nd on the number 11. Just lead rider in shot in the left-hander now. That's Cannon to the outside, Bourdon to the inside over the stripe. But Clout just over a 2nd clear of the Frenchman, Calvin Fonvier. But number 3, Jake Cannon, yeah, like a cannon out of the start, and still hanging on in there in that 3rd place at the moment. But it's his whoop speed that just let him down, but that might improve by the time we get to tomorrow. As you said, Steve Mathis, those whoops just get a little bit easier, a little bit smaller through the course of the weekend. There was the pass there.
Cannon fodder from Bourdon there.
Oh, badoomch.
I'm on fire here.
And Bourdon's got to get busy here if he wants to get a chance at this. Clout hasn't made a lot of mistakes, and obviously he passed him in the first main event really impressively, but he's got to latch onto him. And man, if you look at this lap times right now, Clout is a 47 flat. He just set his fastest time. Bourdon's 47.2, and he's 4 seconds back, so Bourdon's got to start flipping that on quick.
Yeah, Cannon 7.6 so far, and currently in 4th now, with Bourdon going past a moment ago. But again, a rider from Australia, he enjoys riding Supercross. He came over and did a Futures race beginning of this year. And obviously he did an Aussie race last year, but in between that he's been doing European Championship MX 250, so not getting a lot of Supercross time as Bourdon forces his way up the inside on Fonvier into 2nd place. So, well, should we have been concerned with his 8th or 10th place start? Clearly not.
No, not really, right?
Got some time to make up here.
But fortunately for him now, 1st race and 2nd race was 5 minutes plus a lap. That's exactly what he's got left. So he's got, you know, he's in a position where he's about 3 seconds, maybe 4 seconds.
He was 3/10 quicker that lap. Bourdon was then Luke Clout, so he's starting to, if he wants to get it done, he's starting to make it happen.
Well, there's the overall classification at the moment. Clout on 4, Bourdon on 5, Fonvier 10, and Pietra on 15. So that's how it will look podium tonight. No Prince will be crowned until tomorrow after 2 days of racing, but Anthony Bourdon, the gap is 4 seconds, 4.1 seconds at the moment. But Luke Clout, what a fantastic ride for him. Not sure how long he's been in Europe and whether he's been going backwards and forwards or not, but certainly I think he goes to Australia a week from now.
Yeah,
He's been back, yeah. I think he just came over for Stuttgart, came straight to Bercy, and then he'll go back and finish the Australian Championship. I'll tell you what, though, this is so difficult here because he can hear the crowd cheering for Bourdon. And I don't know if you can pick it up on the broadcast or not, but the crowd is really behind Bourdon here.
Yeah. So
to fight that off mentally, because everything's working in Bourdon's favor with that adrenaline and momentum and push forward, but Clout continues to put in great lap times. So I like the mental fortitude that Clout has shown so far.
the gap still hovering around 4 seconds, so 3.5 minutes plus a lap to go. Will it be a mistake or back markers that determines the outcome of this final race and the top step of the podium here on day one in Paris at the Paris La Défense Arena, Nanterre, about 5 miles north of the Eiffel Tower. Crowd definitely get behind Anthony Bourdon here. Wasn't great through that rhythm section there. Saad Suleimani and Jules Pietra bar to bar here, and having a little bit of cat and mouse. Pietra wins that battle as he moves into 6th place. And these two still going at it. And Pietra is eyeing up a podium here. Is a little bit loose there.
Meanwhile, up front, Clout keeps putting a tick or two on Bourdon the last 3 laps in a row. Slowly opening that lead up. It's 4.5 seconds now. So Clout looked like he lost some time for a couple laps, and it was time for Bourdon to go, but Clout has stabilized and now slowly pulling away from Bourdon. And we got 6
Here comes Pietra.
Sorry, we got 7 minutes to go.
2.5.
What? Oh, sorry. My bad. I got Canadian now. Exchange.
I was just looking at Pietra and Saad Suleimani going at it there, that last lap, back and forth. Saad Suleimani is short, stocky. You know, you wouldn't want to mess with him in terms of the riders in this category, especially when you're Jules Pietra, who looks like a wafer thin. I've seen more meat on a sparrow's kneecap, you know what I mean? Than,
yeah, sparrow's kneecap. Nice. Seen a lot of those.
But these two still fighting over that, 6th place in the race, but 2 Frenchies,
French by way of Morocco.
By Morocco. He lives here and everything else, but yeah, he's Moroccan, first of all. But Clout, yeah, extending his lead to almost 5 seconds as they hit the line at the end of lap 8. Minute 40 to go, plus a lap. Still impressive, this, though, from Jules Pietra.
Unless Clout makes a big mistake, he's got this. He's got this.
And if you're Bourdon, though, you know you took 1 main event win passing him this week. Tomorrow's 3 more, right? Anything can happen, so Clout can get the bad start like Bourdon did this main event. So I think if you're Anthony Bourdon, like, hey man, I went 1-2-2, close to him, and you pack it up and wait for another day.
And the other thing as well, yeah, Paris is always 2 days of racing and intense racing as well, especially with those whoops thrown in as big as they are. It's like these guys will head back to the hotel, still fueled with adrenaline. They'll eventually get to sleep probably around about 2 o'clock in the morning. And then they'll wake up. It's a day show tomorrow. We're live from 2 o'clock Central European time here rather than 7 o'clock in the evening. So we'll be all done and dusted around about 5:30 in the evening. And so obviously, yeah, they'll get a little bit of sleep. Then they're on track. There won't be a free practice. It'll be straight into time practice. There'll be a short window. Then we'll open the doors. And then we've got the program a little bit more revised and fine-tuned for day 2. It usually is.
Clout got a little sketchy there, but he saved himself by the end. JT, you would have hated these whoops.
I hated all whoops, Steve.
Yeah.
So yes, by default, you are absolutely
Seattle
correct.
stuff you liked, Indy stuff.
I tell you what, though, like in that situation, it helps Clout to be taller. There's so much, right? When you get a little loose, the motorcycle doesn't put you out of position just because you have so much more clearance.
Yeah, the gap now 5.3. I think Bourdon is. Well, actually, you know what? He was 2 seconds off pretty much in the time practice session as well. So, I'm not sure if he just hit a wall after that first race and then that second race result and then into Super Bowl, and because he hasn't been the same. It was impressive coming through the field, but either Luke Clout has just responded.
I think Clout's just cleaned it up a little bit. I honestly do.
Because the gap now 6 seconds, but it's only day 1. He's going to be second overall. There's only going to be a point separating them as they go into day 2. Luke Clout is heading for the checkered flag because time is up. We've got wave jellos here. Rider down off the side of the track there.
Oh, that looks like
Humphrey.
Yeah, looks like Humphrey.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gone down out of 7th place. Maybe just came up short on that Milwaukee wall jump there. You come out of the left, you've got like the little step on. Very easy to make that mistake, but a couple of corners to go for Luke Clout. And Luke Clout takes his 2nd win of the night. He's gone 2-1-1, back-to-back in his race wins. He will lead after day 1. Bourdon 2nd, he'll be 2nd overall. And Calvin Fonvier will probably be 3rd on the podium ahead of Jules Pietra. But then Jake Cannon, Saad Suleimani in there as well. But your race finishes with Luke Clout, Bourdon and Fonvier, Cannon 4th, and Saad Suleimani 5th. Jules Pietra losing out the battle between him and Saad Suleimani. Mikael Lemarque will be 7th. Hugo Manzato, Andrea Bonifaciao, Karl Ostermann of Germany, and then it will be Dorian Koch of France.